Hello, wonderful Leos. This is Dr.M and Dr.A from GeminiLifeCoaches.com. We are spiritual and holistic life coaches. We practice Reiki, EFT, and TFT, and are certified holistic and intuitive tarot readers. Please check out our website for more information on life coaching, energy work, and personal tarot readings. These readings and our services are for people 18 years or older. Tarot's energy is fluid, and these readings may or may not resonate with you. If they don't, you can check other signs in your chart. If they do, please feel free to get the extended readings on Patreon. We have a really reasonable membership package that is loaded with goodies and a coupon code for a personal reading on our website. Membership with Patreon includes access to all of our extended readings. So that's all of the zodiac signs and all of the extended readings for all of the signs. So if you want to cross watch and that's your thing, we don't mind.
No kink shaming here. I do admit to cross watching.
From time to time, yeah. So the link is in the description box below, along with the information on all the cards that we've used here today. We're also new to YouTube and appreciate all of your love and support. Please like, share, and subscribe for notifications for new content as we add it. These are general readings for Leo for mid-month September, for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I start with a cross and bow spread for recent, past, and present, and then a future cross and bow and advice from Spirit and the extended readings. Again, link is in the description box below, so let's get into it. So the overall energy, okay. All right. Leo, overall energy coming into the recent past here. Wow, okay. It looks like there's been a cycle that's been completed that you've really been wanting to kind of have, something come full circle for you. And, be in this, King of Cups energy, which is, being emotionally stable, being able to kind of provide, what someone else needs and provide for yourself too. As far as, with that, you're working in, a Two of Cups energy here, that you've, kind of gotten your cycle has ended. You've kind of gotten yourself to a place where you feel like you're emotionally mature and stable, and you've been able to kind of experience this Two of Cups energy with someone. That there's been someone in the situation in the recent past that has made you feel, kind of like there's a new beginning and adventurous with this Fool card. And the Knight of Pentacles is, a very slow and steady kind of pragmatic energy. So it's, not something that's been, Wands energy or Cups energy or Air energy where there's a lot of either emotion or mental stimulation or like passion. It's a very, kind of show me energy that this person is really, that you are kind of working at showing each other what it is that you bring to the situation. With this Queen of Swords, there's a lot of transparency. There's a lot of, honesty and, self-respect. A lot of, I'm willing to show you this much and be this honest, but I'm not going to put up with any bullshit. And, I have my healthy boundaries here with the Nine of Wands, and I'm willing to start something here with this Ace of Cups, willing to have a new emotional situation here between the, the Fool and the Ace of Cups with this Two of Cups. This is really, a lot of, it feels like in this situation, a lot of, relationship energy. So the focus going into the recent past is the Eight of Cups, is you working on leaving things behind that you no longer, want to deal with, kind of working on healing things that have been issues for you or, in the situation, whether it's, just accepting it and knowing what you need to do to move on, or, really taking the time to look at it and, walking away from a lot of how you felt. Either way, it feels like there's a lot of work being done on that in the recent past. And the challenge here is the Ten of Pentacles, is that there is abundance, that there is wish fulfillment, that there's enough legacy and enough, abundance feels like supply or, I guess, financial security to start making moves. And, that feels like it's not being done. And that's what's, really kind of keeping you in this loop of, having to readdress how it is that you feel, with this Eight of Cups. Like, it kind of feels like it keeps coming up in a loop. The energy moving through is the Two of Wands, the Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So with the Two of Wands, that there is forward movement. That you're making a choice between two different things, and understanding that, you know, there's your passion and there's the thing that you do that pays the bills, and it feels like, you know, you want to make some forward progress into a more passionate place. And this Knight of Swords is, you know, kind of impulsive, and while it feels like to other people, or maybe it's appearing to other people like this is an impulsive situation, that like you might be choosing, you know, a passion project, and that's sort of impulsive because you're typically, you know, the person that's, you know, very organized and very methodical and takes care of everyone else, and you know, you have your passions as hobbies. You don't typically always have them as the thing that sustains you. And with the Seven of Wands, you've just been persevering. It feels like you're just slogging through, you know, day to day, doing the things you're supposed to do, and you really want this Ace of Swords. You want a clarity in which direction this is all going. You know, is there going to be, you know, an issue with the legacy here and the abundance and what's been built and what's, you know, going to be built? Is this a barrier to what you're trying to build? Your fears are the Hangman, that you're kind of suspended. You're just waiting on other people. You know, typically the Hangman is about getting a different perspective, or having clarity, or being, you know, wise, or kind of introspective. In this situation, it feels like very much that your fears are that you're trapped, that you're just suspended waiting on other people. The help that the universe is going to bring in here for you is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is a message of a new start, a new job, new money, you know, new real world thing to do. So maybe, you know, in your situation here, the universe is trying to say to you, you know, I'm going to provide, you know, the message. I'm going to show you that it's possible and that you don't have to stay stuck. As far as your hopes are concerned, Ten of Swords, that you really want to just be done with, like, feeling like this is your low point. It's usually, Ten of Swords is like, you know, it says darkest before the dawn, but it's like, you know, rock bottom. And you really feel like this has probably been one of the most challenging periods that you've been through in not just the recent past, but the past. And, you know, you're just kind of slogging through. You really want that energy to kind of move on through and go someplace else. The outcome that you have here is the Tower. So there needs to be a quick change. There needs to be something that is, you know, knocked down to its least common denominator and rebuilt from there. So whether that's, you know, taking the skills that you have and saying, I'm going to, you know, start a business this way, or go into this situation, or do this or this, you know, I can work from the skills that I have. And that is, you know, kind of working backwards almost. You know, you're not impulsive in what it is that you want to do. You're not that person. You're methodical. So whether or not, you know, other people approve of the decision that you're wanting to make, it's your right to make it. So let's see here. As far as the present is concerned, give these one shuffle, as we did about 4 times before. And so the energy coming into the present, Leo, Seven of Pentacles, planting seeds, the Sun, wish fulfillment, the Emperor, you know, order, structure, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. Okay. So the overall energy coming into the present right here is the Seven of Pentacles, which is planting seeds. It's about, you know, seeing results from hard work, and, you know, knowing that if there's, you know, a longer game that's going to be played, or a longer situation, a slower moving situation that, you know has to be set up. You can't just jump into a situation, and it's going to bring you all of the wish fulfillment that you want, like all of your hopes and dreams, all of your material happiness, and just, it feels like it's where you're happiest, and you know that you need to kind of set up a situation like that. You can't just jump into it. And with the Emperor, you know that there's structure, and there's, you know, a very ordered, practical energy that has to be addressed. And feels like there's, you know, there's a bunch of masculine energy here between the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. And Pentacles is Earth, so you've got Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and Cups is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So, you know, between these 3 males, it feels like there's, you know, you're kind of working in between. And, you know, this Page of Pentacles is a message of, you know, the ability for this thing to happen, for this new job, for this new passion thing to be able to kind of get started. But, you know, in the present, it does feel like there's maybe 3 male energies or 3 masculine energies that are really a big part of this, and that's what you're dealing with right now. As far as the focus into the present is the King of Swords. So there's all of them, almost all of them. I think the only one you're missing is Wands right now. But a lot of masculine energy here. King of Swords is very intentional, is very strategic, really forthright, honest, loyal and transparent, but also not taking any bullshit, like very matter of fact. So this is the, focus coming into the present energy. And the Hierophant, again, so the Hierophant is traditional, conventional expectations, conformity, things like that. So while you're trying to maybe be in this energy of, look, I want to be transparent. This is what moves me. This is what I want to do. This is, I can be intentional and strategic. I can plan this. Like, this can absolutely happen. That the Hierophant here feels like other people's expectations of you and the situation and what you're supposed to be doing in the situation. So as far as the energy moving through, we've got 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, I like that, 9 of Swords. Okay. So the 5 of Pentacles is that, I'm left out in the cold, that, I'm not included in the situation, or I'm not, included in the bigger parts of the situation, that I always get less that I deserve, or I get the short end of the stick. And that's the energy that has been moving through. And, the 4 of Pentacles is you trying to build towards, abundance and legacy, really supporting other people, being very frugal in your own way, because, you're giving a lot of your actual energy to other people in the things that you do. You're helping other people, manifest. And as a co-manifester, you're pretty badass. And in the same respect, if you were able to take that energy and apply it to the things that you wanted to do, you would be unstoppable. It's right now, you're very much in a loop of this. It feels like a lot of like a power paradigm, that there's, things bigger than you, and there's processes, and, it takes time to do things, and, people have their own ideas about what it is that they want. But you kind of taking the time to be reserved about your energy, even though you want to build something for yourself, giving your time to kind of go, giving yourself time, to sit in this 4 of Pentacles and say, what I can do can build abundance and legacy. And maybe it is time for me to be a little bit stingy with my energy and apply it to the things that I want. And it brings you into a 2 of Cups energy, where there's enough to fill each other's cup, that you have this very, maybe it's, for some of you, building a business with a partner that you're already in business with, or that, a family member, somebody that you're really fond of and that you can trust, has your best interest and is also interested in the situation. So maybe it's an offshoot of something that you both enjoy. But, right now, you're, in from the present into the future, sitting in this 9 of Swords energy. You're really like not really sleeping well. You're really anxious and depressed, and really having trouble getting out of this loop of focusing on what everyone else needs and not your own needs. Your fears, 6 of Swords, is that, maybe this thought is going to be something that just kind of gets away from you, and it's not something that will ever really manifest, that it just is going to be like, a dream that you never realize. And that fear is going to be helped by the 2 of Wands. Is the universe is going to offer you an opportunity to make a decision between 2 situations. And with this Tower, it may be a sudden change that you have to make, where you don't have the ability to kind of build one thing while you're kind of secure in another thing. It might just have to be like, what, we're taking chances, we're making moves, and having faith in the situation and in yourself. As far as your hopes are concerned, 10 of Wands, you want these burdens that you've been carrying with all of this, feels like, very masculine energy, very kind of controlling people who are absolute, who, have their own kind of foibles that you allow for people to be who they are. And that's great, but it's overburdened you, and you really want that to be over with. As far as the outcome, Ace of Pentacles, you will have new starts and new opportunities for a new job, raise, promotion, investment, new income, what it is that you really want to do. there's an opportunity for that coming. As far as the extra help that the universe is going to bring in for you, Six of Cups and Judgment. So Judgment is about self-declaration. It's about really taking the time to evaluate your situation and what it is that you're looking at, what you're doing, who you are, kind of a real good look at all of your shit. And not everyone wants to do that. But when you're able to do that and you're able to kind of say, this really doesn't, these things work for me and this doesn't work for me. And life is short. And while you can be in this very Six of Cups nostalgic, like, oh, there's enough for everybody sort of naive feel about it. You know, people aren't sharing with you and you're sharing with them, and it's time to really kind of take some of that energy back and offer it to yourself. Really, you know, be nurturing, offer yourself grace, and get more in the mindset of what you need will also help other people. So when you're fulfilled, you'll be able to help other people, and you kind of come to the end of the road of the way that you've been doing things. Things need to change for you. So this is what I have for you for recent, past, and present. I'm going to hand you over to Dr. A for love and friendships right now.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. M.
Mm-hmm.
So the overall energy for love and friendships right now is the Two of Pentacles. So finding that balance. There's a lot of juggling going on, and you're struggling to find that balance. So where you are right now, Four of Cups, you feel like there's not enough. Like, you're not satisfied with what's going on.
Like, I'll wait and see, but you know, I don't really have any hopes that
Right.
this is going to be different. Or
Yeah, just kind of a little bit negative. And what's causing the problem is Six of Cups. You're reminiscing about what the past. You know, you're reminiscing about the memories that you have from the past, and
how it was, and how, you know, and
Right.
it you know, it's not that way anymore.
no, you have to move forward. You have to you have to take a new approach. You know, forget about the past. The past is the past. You can't change it. You know, you can only move forward. So
especially with this Judgment card, I think taking that inventory and being like, you know what, while it has been great that it's been that way, like, it's time for a different chapter now.
Right.
And that, you know, may include, you know, a lot of things changing for other people as well, but you know, no one else is going to live your passion for you. No one else is going to implement that for you.
Right.
You know, they will help co-create if you ask for that energy.
Right.
And maybe that's where this, you know, Six of Cups coming up twice is like, maybe you can count on that. You know, that kind of good karma, that, you know, the rapport in the situation. But I wouldn't expect that, you know, everything is still going to be the same and it's fine.
No, and whether
Yeah.
this be, you know, just within yourself, or this be a current relationship, because I feel like this might be something that's current. What you don't want is the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're not feeling that support and that teamwork together. So maybe the two of you are kind of a little bit at odds with each other, and
Or that the team is at odds.
Right.
You know, it might be that you know, the situation collaborative that you're working in. Because I don't know about your side. This side feels very like kind of career and family oriented. So I mean,
this one, it could be career, but it also, I could see a potential relationship, not a new one, but something that's been
it feels like
invested.
work with family though. Work and family on this on this
Could
side.
be.
Yeah,
It could be.
like working with family or working with people, or you know, kind of dealing with family dynamic bullshit.
Right. What you do want is the Four of Swords. You want to rest. Like, you're exhausted. You've overthought this like 20 times over. And, you know, because you get stuck in that, it's not enough. It's exhausting. It's this constant vicious cycle.
But you're not telling anyone else it's not enough. You're just sort of sitting in it, like,
Right. It's in your
accepting it.
head. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, okay, fine. I know that this is, you know, it's going to have to come to a head, and it's going to have to be, you know, a certain way for it to change. And
Right.
yeah, it's an exhausting place to be.
It is. And your options, it's Four of Pentacles. You can either hang on tightly because it's not going to change, or you can release that and, you know, figure out what needs to change. You know, hanging on to something that's no longer serving its purpose doesn't do you any good. It just keeps you stuck in that same place. And, you know, by letting go of that, your outcome is Two of Cups. It's that unity. So,
And I have that over here is you know, the energy that's passing through is, you know, working with someone who, you know, is your counterpart, or who is, you know, does have their, an investment in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That they come to it complete and they can, bring the same amount to bear in the situation as you can, and
Right.
that there's not an inequality in the situation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my amazing Leos, this is what Spirit has inspired us to share with you, and we hope it's helped. If you're interested in my You and Them extended reading and or Dr. M's future cross and bow advice from Spirit extended readings, please join us for those extended readings on Patreon. Again, the link is in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining us. We send you all the love, light, and laughter that your body can hold, and we hope to join us again soon.
Bye.
Bye.